reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
A coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades and more.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go! 60 or. Pick me up. Here we go. Check that. X3. 218. Chop.
They'll run on first down. It's Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Switch it.
On first down, Cooper. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On third down, Rodgers. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
Ready. 50. Plant. Walk 54. Watch the slant. Recon. 132 fight. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Boyd. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Love. Going for a right side here, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, it's Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Charlie, gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Ready, ready. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Begin. Ready, ready.
He'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Ready. Check 55, come on. I'm not ready. Ready, go.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, This is going to be the result every time.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now a give, right side. It's Rodgers. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to the ground, this time to Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
You draw Corker. 5. Go.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go. Okay. What we got? Alert flat.
On 2nd down now. It's Rodgers, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the ground, Rodgers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chopper.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Yes, yes. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Hey, defense, let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Door! Go! Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Rodgers, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
From the gun, Love. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch 85. Tight end left, tight end left. Delta.
22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
Let's go one more.
Under 10.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
At their own 42-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he rifles one incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming. Ready.
From the gun, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Fine.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check hot route. Hey, Sam off.
On 2nd down, it's Rodgers. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Love. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give, right side. Evans. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Love. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The real what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
No. Hey, switch gears.
Now a give, right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check the backer, check the backer. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check. 58.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Boyd. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Let's bring it.
On 4th down, Love. And able to find Kirk complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Set 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch it.
You draw Porker. Get it.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Another carry now for Rodgers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go.
Now Rodgers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.